I want you to clear out what no longer serves you and welcome in all the abundance that I know is just on the horizon. I want you to believe that you are worthy of a phenomenal life. I want you to get excited about new opportunities, to get excited to take that first step, put things into action that will help you reach your goals. And I want you to claim the vision that you have long held for yourself, but it feels too far away. Director, your future isn't created by what you hold on to. It is created by what you make space for. Welcome to the Pivot with Passion podcast. Hi, I'm Penny Casselman. I believe everyone is deserving of a phenomenal life. Regardless of where you came from, life is what you make of it. And when you learn to pivot with passion, your world explodes with opportunities. Go grab your favorite beverage and let's shake things up as we explore how to pivot with passion. Hello, Director. I am thrilled to be sliding back into your ear canals for another episode this week. I hope that your week started off with enthusiasm, with optimism, with energy, with excitement, with a renewed sense of positivity for what the week has in store for you. And if that doesn't happen to be the case for you this week, you are only halfway through the week and there's still time to reset or course correct or plot a new path forward. So welcome to Pivot with Passion. Each week, episodes drop on Wednesdays. And Wednesdays also happen to be the day that the trash gets picked up at my house. I really thought, how good are we at decluttering physical stuff in our area? We're good at decluttering trash around the house. But how often do we pause long enough to look inside our own brain to see what we might need to kick out? This can also correlate to food in the fridge, right? Everything has an expiration date put on it, and whether you strictly enforce those dates or loosely, I'm going to guess that just like those expired foods in the fridge, don't we also have outdated thoughts, limiting beliefs, and emotional baggage that probably we should have let go of because it, quote, expired months, years, decades ago? Those beliefs about I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough that you had in college probably don't apply now as an adult. And the same with when you were a child. Now, I'm not a therapist. And by all means, if there are things in your life that are intense and really holding you back, find someone who can help you sort those out. We have to take care of things not only in our physical surroundings, but in our mind as well. You see, it's no fun to be stuck in a cycle of self-doubt. It's no fun to have regret that lasts weeks, days, months, and it does not serve you to have overwhelm in your life because of clutter that you are mentally carrying around. In order to have space for new ideas, new opportunities to come into our life, we have to get rid of old, outdated things that no longer serve us. Because what becomes possible is that when we intentionally declutter our minds, we create room for new ideas, new growth in our personal and professional behavior. Another great metaphor I can share. Have you ever seen that show Hoarders? It's heartbreaking to watch. And I've only seen a very few episodes because of that very fact. However, hoarders are people who are paralyzed by things that they cannot let go. And so Their home is so full of stuff that there is no room for them to move, to think, and actually becomes a danger to their health because they can't even breathe sometimes. We need to start treating our mind like it's our home. We need to regularly declutter what doesn't serve us so that we can welcome in with joy and abundance everything that is waiting for us to clear space. It's time for a clarity cocktail. Today's clarity cocktail comes from Daphne Rose Kingma, and she states, "Holding on is believing that there's only a past. Letting go is knowing there's a future." Boom! I could not have written a more perfect encapsulation of what I wanted to talk about today. And I appreciate Daphne's perspective on holding on to things, because this mental clutter only keeps you tethered to what was instead of creating the space for what could be. And I think that's a beautiful juxtaposition. Holding on is believing that there's only a past. Letting go is knowing there's a future. I know I have seen this metaphor play out in numerous movies and even probably a song, but something about, the star quarterback for the high school football team seems to relive his glory days over and over and over again. In the beginning, it's commendable. It's very recent, but somebody who was at their A game in high school, who is now in their 50s, is holding on to something because it tethers them to who he was. I suppose if you were to look at the female version, maybe it was the captain of the cheerleading squad, right? And in both of those scenarios, people can refer and embellish and embrace the glory of their past instead of acknowledging what was accomplished in their youth and looking around at what opportunities there might be for them as adults. I think it's a beautiful analogy to think of, and Daphne's quote just really helps bring that idea home in such a short, concise phrase. And in thinking about her phrase, think about what that means for you. You can still honor the past without clinging to it for dear life as you move forward. So how might you honor the past, but open up the possibility, the opportunity that there's a bright, bold future that's waiting for you once you clear the space and allow new perspectives, growth, and opportunity in. I'll read the quote one more time so that over the next week, you can think about how it really touches your life. Holding on is believing that there's only a past. Letting go is knowing there's a future. And now, back to the episode. Cheers. Circling back to this idea that decluttering your mind is allowing you to make space for clarity, for confidence, for growth. Think of it like throwing out expired food, taking out the trash on trash day, or honoring your past, but keeping it there in the past so that you can welcome all of the abundance that's waiting for you. So I want to share 3 ways that you can take action to help clear the clutter in your mind. And truly, all 3 of these things I employ on a regular basis. So the first one, and most powerful, there is so much research about journaling. Yes, I said the dreaded word. I used to hate it too. But journaling is so powerful for this reason. It gives you long enough to pause, get those ideas, those thoughts that are no longer serving you out of your mind to put them in a written form. Think of it as passing the memories from your brain to a piece of paper so that you can get more clarity, bring in more confidence, and give yourself room to grow in your mind with things that were just taking up space. Another thing that journaling does is it helps you become more rational and less overwhelmed. Too often we can sit and just ruminate over and over again in our minds quietly to ourselves. And all that does is creates this level of chaos and overwhelm and what ifs and shoulds that we can't let go of. Journaling can absolutely help you get a handle on finally releasing those thoughts, ideas, beliefs that no longer serve you. Number 2, ask yourself, will this matter in 5 years? Whatever it is you're doing, whatever it is you're thinking, whatever approach you are planning to use for a new activity, a new project, will it matter in 5 years? Is it moving you towards your goals, or is it keeping you stuck? And if it's not moving you towards your goals, let it go. Whatever that thought is, whatever those ideas, beliefs are, let them go. If they are not helping you become the best version of yourself, maybe it's time to say goodbye. Just like that rotting block of cheese in the cheese drawer that you forgot about, okay? Director, I know you can do this. Number 3, movement, growth, clarity, confidence. Those things don't come about until you begin to take action and set new ideas, new habits, new actions into motion. Don't stay mentally or physically stuck. Because if you feel like you have no options, that is simply a story you are telling yourself that is not true. And one way I can almost prove that is if you sit down to journal about it. Whoo, look at that, coming full circle on the 3 things that I want you to try to help you clear the clutter in your mind and embrace the phenomenal future, director, that I know is waiting for you. In this 3rd example where I say take action and move, can mean physical movement, walking, working out, but can also mean just taking that first step, making a phone call, sending an email, reaching out to a friend, asking for help. Anything that starts putting new thoughts, behaviors in motion only serves to free up space in your mind so that you can gain that clarity, confidence, and growth that you are after. So recapping the 3 ideas again to help you declutter your mind so that you can make space for clarity, confidence, and growth are these. 1, journaling. Get your thoughts out of your mind and give yourself a space to reflect. 2, ask yourself, will this matter in 5 years? And is it moving me towards my goal? And if not, let it go. And number 3, take action. Please, director, do not stay mentally or physically stuck. Life is too precious, and phenomenal is waiting for you. And remember, if you feel like you don't have options, that's just a story. And I promise you can move beyond that. Did I fire you up? Do you have a little spark now to rethink some of the beliefs, attitudes that you have that may be just taking up space in your mind, preventing you from claiming your amazing life? If you are ready to clear out that mental clutter, but you have no idea where to start, or maybe it just feels scary to take that first step, guess what? I've got something for you. Yes, director, I made it just for you. It's my free guide, the ultimate Get Unstuck guide. It walks you through a simple 3-phase process that will help you recognize what's holding you back, to help you accept what's no longer serving you, and it will help you take that first step of aligned action to move you forward. Think of it as, your personal roadmap to decluttering your mindset and making space for the phenomenal life that is next. You can go and grab your copy at pennycasselman.com/get unstuck. I will also link to it in the show notes. And this is totally free. There are no strings attached because I don't want you staying stuck. I want you to clear out what no longer serves you and welcome in all the abundance that I know is just on the horizon. So my final thought for today, I want you to believe that you are worthy of a phenomenal life. I want you to get excited about new opportunities, to get excited to take that first step, put things into action that will help you reach your goals. And I want you to claim the vision that you have long held for yourself, but it feels too far away. Your future isn't created by what you hold on to. It is created by what you make space for. Director, I welcome you to shoot me an email. What resonated for you? What are you excited about? I hope that my conversation today sparked a little interest in you exploring how you can unclutter some things in your mind that perhaps have been holding you back. Until we talk again next week, Director, get that trash and kick it to the curb. Friend, thanks for listening to this episode of Pivot with Passion. If you've been feeling stuck, exhausted, or frustrated, this is your permission slip to go grab a red marker and claim the life you desire and deserve. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with a friend, and then hop over to rate and review the show on Apple Podcasts. Because my goal is to put a red marker in everyone's hand, and I need your help to spread the word and make that happen. Until the next episode, go grab a red marker, get excited for your future, and make your first move to pivot with passion.